Alright, welcome back to Flight Sim 2024 and welcome back to the High Performance Group H145. We are parked on the helipad here at St. Anne's Hospital in Pietermaritzburg, South Africa. And in today's video we're going to be doing a HEMS mission. I think we have a mountain rescue. As you can see, everything's all up and running. Let's jump inside. So we're using the action pack that is available for the H145, and I've used that to generate us a mission. So there we have, if we go to dispatch, mountain rescue, a group of hikers has reported one of their group is injured at their campsite. Okay, so it should be a bit easier to find than someone who's just missing out in the middle of nowhere. Rescue the person and take them to hospital. So we're expecting to have a bunch of campers with the campfires and tents, maybe something like that, and we can either land near them or we possibly probably going to have to hoist them up. So out in Pendler Nature Reserve. Okay, so we are gonna have to go and probably hoist them. We might be able to land somewhere there. Some trails and stuff up this side, but that's probably on the side of the mountain. So we'll see once we get there. So 53 kilometers, so a bit of a flight out there. We got plenty of fuel on board, but the biggest challenge for today is, up until now, I've always flown with a twisty joystick for the rudder, but I now have a set of actual rudder pedals, and I've been doing some tests in the helicopters, and it is a very different experience as is expected. So I might be a little bit uncoordinated. So let's see if we can go out and rescue this person. So everything's up and running, the engines are just in idle, so let's pop those into flight. And obviously I forgot to mention the weather. There is rain pretty much all around us, so it's a fair shout that we're going to be heading into the rain at some point. We're going out that way, and obviously here around Maritzburg is pretty mountainous as well. So we need to be aware of that. Right. QNH has said wind is coming from pretty much straight in front of us. So let's see if I can take off without sliding around because of the rudder. So just be nice and gentle. We can turn us out to the right and start making our way towards the rescue site. So we'll see once we pick up a bit of speed now how long it's going to take us to get out there. It's going to be a fair chunk of time because it is quite far. So 34 minutes it says currently, 32 minutes. 29. Okay, yeah, the time will come down as we pick up speed now. Yeah, pretty much taking us directly to the highest point out here. Let's go to the left of that. Looks like once we're other side that peak, we are likely to be heading into the weather. Keep climbing at about 90 knots. It's just over, yeah, 95 knots. So decent speed. Power is looking good. Okay, down to 16 minutes. Very nice. Basically got a nice little corridor here in between all the rain, actually. That rain down there is not too much of an issue. As long as we're underneath the clouds, we can still see what's going on. The wind is pushing us into that mountain. Just be aware of that. A bit of rain on the windshield now. We can push the nose forward a bit and pick up some more speed. Power setting is good. We're at about 60. Down to 12 minutes now. 115 knots. Right, those clouds look like a bit of a problem. Animals down there. Buffalo. Not sure how accurate that is for this area. I'd say probably not very. I think there's more down there as well. Cows I would probably believe, but maybe not buffalo. There's more in this area. Also buffalo, I think. Yep. Right, starting to head into the clouds now, so we can keep an eye on our synthetic vision. Minutes out, 18 miles. that's looking pretty rough up ahead. Don't see any rain on the windshield. Ah, there we go. Okay, so we definitely got some rain as well now. Miles out. And still at 9 minutes because we've dropped a bit of speed to get over this ridge here. Coming up to 6,200 feet now. Sun's out in this part, but we're going to be heading into the clouds again shortly. .5, 100 knots, and that radio altimeter value is dropping. Okay, wind is shifting. I think we can level off there. Visibility is not great. Can just make out the ground. Six minutes, 10 miles. That time will come down 5. So we're picking up some more speed. Okay, 9.5 miles. 116 knots. Back into the clouds. There's a little ridge in front and to our right. Well, I say little. It is a pretty significant ridge, but we are above it by the looks of things. Okay, there we can see it now. Pretty close. getting thrown about a little here. Okay, we're gonna need to keep climbing. Up to 7,000. Weather's clear for a little bit, and we're back into the clouds again. Hopefully we have enough visibility to spot the camp. Looks pretty windy down there if you look at the waves on those little dams. Beautiful area. Okay, lots of cloud off to our left hand side. Right, engine instruments all look good. Plenty of fuel on board. We are 2 minutes out, 3.8. So it's somewhere on that ridge in front of us, hopefully not in the thick cloud. Looks like it could even be on this side of the ridge. Start slowing down. There's a fairly flat part there by the road, and on top is probably flat enough to land, but anything on the edges here would need to be a hoist. I think it's right on top there. I'm gonna try to stay out of this cloud if possible. Must be up here somewhere. We can land on top here. Is that the camp there? What is that? Oh, that's rocks. There the tents are. Watch these big rocks here. Right, now it has a tendency once you're on the ground to just snap to the right, I think it was. So let's be aware of that. Oh, right to the left. Okay, I don't know if that's realistic or if that's a flight sim thing. Pretty sure the last time I tested this it went to the right. Okay, engine's in idle, so he should jump out and load the patient. Cool, there we go. Weather is closing in, so I think good job we got here when we did. Alright, there he goes with the stretcher. Look at the weather. We'll be fine to get out. We can actually just go straight ahead. The hill drops off. There's a few rocks in front of us, but we'll be way above that. There's a few rocks that side, so we don't want to slide that way, and we don't want to slide this way either because of the people. So we'll lift off and go straight ahead, and left-hand turn out over Impendle back towards the hospital. I wonder if it'll ask us which hospital to go to, or if it's just going to assign one. So we have Howick behind us, which is a bit closer than Maritzburg. Richmond's a bit far. There's a hospital just behind us here. There. Oh man, that's not where we are, that's where we started. So Howick is the closest. Not behind us, it's to our left. I don't see our hospital there though. That must be Gray's hospital up there. Yeah, okay. So we'll probably go back to this one. This one doesn't have a helipad, neither does that. I mean, a 3D helipad in Flight Sim. St. Anne's does, so I think we'll go back there. Alright, he's getting back on board. Right, pick a hospital, cool. So we'll go back. Select a hospital on the map. Accept destination. St. Anne's Hospital. Cool. Right, let's get out of here. Just wait for the engines to spool up. Let's try and be nice and smooth. there we go. Okay, we want to keep a bit of a climb, so we'll probably go back up to about 7,000. That seemed to be okay to cross the ridge lines there. Power, fuel, time to go, 12 minutes. Let's watch that peak on the left. So I see it there, but I see it outside as well. Okay, 11 minutes, 24 miles. $6,700. We have a bit of high terrain coming up. Let's just veer right a little, and yeah, we can climb up to 7. I see that ridge outside. Sure, this weather's closed in quite a bit. Not raining, but less visibility, a lot thicker. If we can't see St. Anne's Hospital, we'll go to the airport. It's only a few minutes away, and there's no ILS, but there is an RNAV that we could do if needed. Making good speed, 7 minutes out. There comes the rain. have some decent clearance there. We can probably start a gentle descent here. As you can see, we're getting a bit closer to Pietermaritzburg. It goes from brown and yellow to green. And then we have a little open patch. Gentle descent has brought the speed up, so we're down to 5 minutes, 13 miles. Okay, visibility is going to get pretty bad again shortly. Just trying to see over the city. And we might have a bit of rain as well. Track is a little right. This ridge looks okay. I think we've got just enough altitude, 5.7. Yeah, we're fine. It's Sadara Agricultural College. There we go. College of Agriculture. Little airstrip there. Right, definitely some rain over the city. Okay, 2 minutes out, 5 miles. Into the rain now. It's a little bumpy. I don't see any Don't see any water though. Okay, we definitely do need to start slowing down. Ah, there's the rain. St. Anne's is over to our right. Visibility should be okay. The wind is coming from the right hand side, so we want to try and land in that direction. Still not seeing the helipad. There it is there, I've got it now. The altitude that always gets me, because to me it feels like we should be touching down right about now, but we're still 5 feet up. Something to get used to. I think that is easier to judge in real life. Okay, 3 feet. Let's put it down there. And just watch for that movement. There we go. Okay, then engines to idle. And they should offload our passenger. Or patient, I should say. But I think actually that is us done for today. So we can actually switch everything off. Now you can actually hear the rain. Okay, flight time 44 minutes. I think it was a bit shorter than that. I think it also, oh right, it's because I loaded, or I was setting up the video with the engine already running. They're dispatching us to the next accident. We're only doing one today, so we can go and switch off the battery. And there we are. I could have moved a little further forward, not quite in the middle, but also not the end of the world. That's interesting. Those traffic sounds, is that new? I don't remember hearing sirens and hooting and stuff like that. Interesting. Jazz, the weather seems to be kind of moving over. I think it's moving that way, so more out towards Durban, Richards Bay area now. But anyway, there we are, safely back at St. Anne's. I'm sure those sounds are new. Anyway, that is going to bring us to the end of today's video. If you made it all the way to this point, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you did enjoy it, you know what to do down below, and hopefully I see you in the next one.